Training platform. So what this boat does, it takes young and inexperienced sailors and really just allows them to get a feel for the water. A lot of our officers do their actual piloting of the boat on this platform. It tends to not go far, so its home is in the Esquimalt Harbor, and they tend to sail around nearby, but you can also find it up the island as well, and you can also sometimes see it in Vancouver as well. So in just a moment here, I'm going to get you guys to go on board Raven. I just asked you guys to take the stairs nice and carefully. It is a moving platform. It's pretty secure right now, but if it does jostle, I just ask you guys hold on to the railing, and it's totally normal, totally safe. When you guys do get to the bridge platform, there are lips on it, and so it's actually quite a big tripping hazard, so I just ask that you step in between the lips, and you'll be totally safe. And from then on, you can guys go aboard Raven and enjoy. So, all right, Bravo Spirit, you're more than welcome to go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
She's at home.
Spell out welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sub Lieutenant Chrysopoulos. I'm going to give you a bit of an explanation of this area. So for starters, this is the Orca class vessel. This one is called Raven. So this is a training vessel for our officers, just like me. I've actually sailed on a ship just like this one as part of my training. This area here, this deck, we call it the flag deck because this is where we raise our flags. These flags are internationally recognized, naval flags. Each one corresponds to a letter. Right now we've actually got it spelled out welcome. So these flags say welcome. This is also where we would come for our abandonment stations, which is like when the ship is sinking, we've got to abandon ship. On the outside of these exhausts in the capsules are life rafts. So those deploy automatically. In here are abandonment suits. So you put those on. It's like a big orange suit that just helps keep you warm. And then you get in the water and you get in the life rafts. I think that's all for this area. If you just head down these stairs here towards the boat deck, you'll get an explanation of what happens there.
Good afternoon, everyone. So back here is what we call the quarterdeck. This is where we do most of the evolutions on the ship. As you can see, this is where we have a Zodiac, a crane. Just behind you guys right there is the shore connection. That is where we hook up power from the shore to the ship, so we don't have to be running generators at all times. Just in the back corner behind you, that silver case there, That is where we have hookups to do fueling, oil changes for the ship itself. The two hatches just over there are hatches to the engine rooms and steering gear compartment. So in case anything happens down there, you can quickly get in and out. Speaking about the Zodiac here, as you can see, it's a 25 Evinrude, which is a 4-stroke. We used to have 2 strokes, but we switched to 4 strokes, finding them a little bit more effective. You see, we have a Zodiac. Mainly we use Zodiacs for person overboards, everything from search and rescue, personnel transfers, or even something as simple as picking up extra milk because you always need them. If there's any question you guys want to know, say about the Zodiac, about the crane, how we launch it, how many people, anything you guys want to know? So with a well-worked up crew that everybody knows what they're doing, it takes about 40 seconds to get it off the deck and into the water. It happens extremely fast. So normally we would have 2 people in here, the coxswain and the bowsman, but we can fit up to around 9 people in this safely. Once we get up into them higher 9 numbers, it's extremely slow. It's really way down, but safely you can fit up to 9 people. In emergency cases, you can fit up more. Sweet spot is around 4. Any more questions? Anything else you guys want to know? Alright, if you guys want to head up the side here, you guys can head all the way up to the forecastle and they'll show you some cool stuff about the fire hoses.
Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Why are there so many fire hoses?
Fires are always a problem on ships.
Why are there so many fires on ships? That just kills me.
I am S1 Walsh, one of the senior boatswainmates on board this vessel. Senior boatswainmates are in overall safety for things like launching the Zodiac, fighting fires, or bringing the ship to anchor. We've laid out one of our fire hoses. From there it goes all the way up. For it, basically, that green tail there, that's AFFF, basically is soap. So what's going to happen is we have the fire on board. We're going to then stuff that nozzle into the soap. We're going to then charge the fire main. It's going to grab the soap. And then as the soap gets into the hose, when we go to fight the fire, it's going to create a big foamy mess that is going to then blanket the fire and then smother it and stop any air or oxygen from coming to the system. With this length of hose, we have enough here to roughly go 2/3 the length into the Orca. So from there, right below us, the 4-man mess. Then we have 2 6-man messes. Then we have some heads and wash places, and then another mess down there. So with this hose, we're going to roughly 2/3 the way into the interior of the Orca. We also anchor for it up here. So for this, it's here in our capstan. So if we're to use the line like such right here, we take the line, we go back, go take 3 turns in around, and then we'd use this controller to spin it. So then we have a mechanical advantage. It says 6 people up here, we could just have the 1 person. With that, with the windlass, we have the capstan. So this is for anchorage work. If we actually had to go to anchorage, we'd be told we're going to say 4 shackles. So from the anchor to the first white mark that is marked on the cable, 90 feet down would be 1 shackle. And then 2 shackles would be 180 and such on. We have 5 to 6 shackles on board this boat. So we're told that we're going to go to 4 shackles for an anchorage. What's going to happen is we're going to drive over the spot until where we like it at a marked anchor spot. They're going to say, let go. So we're going to make sure that the chain stopper is up. everything's good. So as you can see, this part here, this is part that we're gonna let the chain run. So nothing is engaged, and this is a friction band clutch. Right tightly, left and loosely. Turn to the left, and it's then gonna open up the clutch. The more you open it up, the quicker it's gonna go. When we are working with the cable, we want to pay it out quickly, but safely. So when it goes out, we want to see it going cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. We want to be able to see the white marks on there. So it is not the anchor that holds us in place. It is this cable. What's going to happen is we're going to go over the spot. We're going to say let go. The anchor is going to go down. It's going to hit the sea floor. Then what we're going to do is we're going to lay the cable onto the sea floor. The boat is then going to back up, and as it does, we're going to be bringing out the cable, laying the cable onto the sea floor. We will want to have roughly between 180 and 270 feet of cable. It's going to be the cable being driven down the sea floor. The ideal conditions are like muddy bottom or sandy bottom. Stone or shale is bad for anchors. It's just going to slip over top and all that sort of stuff. So once we have 4 shackles on deck, down chain stopper on brake, what's going to happen is the weight of this cable is going to push down on the boat, and from there, that's going to be a pivot point right there. So this part is just going to pivot in around, all the way around, where that cable comes out right there. So it's just going to spin around in position. So we check the cable every 30 to 60 minutes, depending on the weather conditions. Whether if it's like really stormy out, we might actually say this is bad, we have to find a different anchor spot, or we might lay out more cable if we haven't gone to the full amount, say 6 shackles. Are there any questions? It is, yes.
The other guy was Welsh too, is your brother?
No.
Yes.
It's common Irish. The next station is going to be inside, so if you go down to the port breezeway, you're going to see a door that goes inside.
I'll take them up there.
Sounds good. Welcome. Come on in. Feel free to sit if you would like. We have a little bit of talking we gotta do before we can let you guys go.
Have fun.
Here. Right. Welcome. Come on in.
Everyone inside here.
Awesome. Is that everybody? Yeah? Awesome. Okay. Hi, I am S3 Jones.
I'm still 3rd class Roth.
Awesome. This is our training room. So in here we eat all of our meals, have all of our downtime. The officer students who are training on this vessel will do practice with their briefs and figure out all of our navigation tracks as well. Back behind us is the galley, is where the cook cooks all of our food, and they're fairly busy. They're a fairly crazy person because they're cooking for around 30 people for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then up forward we have a cabin where the senior engineer and the senior bosun mate will sleep. We typically like to keep them up here just in case there's any emergencies they need to respond to. That way it's quick access rather than them running up from the lower decks. We also have firefighting equipment up here if you wanna.
So everything you see there is the exact same equipment civilian fire departments will use. One very interesting thing, everyone who goes to sea is trained to a base level of firefighting. One thing is, when we're out at sea, we can be up to 100 miles offshore, real hard for the fire department to get to us. So we have to be able to self-sustain and keep ourselves safe. So on top of that, certain trades we get more advanced training. Myself, I'm a marine technician. Our job when it comes to emergencies is specializing in firefighting damage control. So when it comes to an event, we'll more take the lead and to be able to help keep everyone safe and keep the ship afloat. So on these vessels, as they are a training platform, we don't risk a lot. That's one thing, we do not risk lives on these boats. So if we do have a serious event where we cannot deal with it with the gear we have, we will go alongside. Just because we are training, we aren't very far, so we'll go alongside and we'll try and get some help if we really need it.
Yeah, so the crew works 4-hour shifts, or at least watch on deck does, which is my job. So we'll work 4 hours on and have 8 hours off to do anything we like, whether that's working out, sleeping, eating, or just hanging out in here. And yeah, so if any of you would like to go check out the galley, which is behind you, or the cabin up here, you're more than welcome to. If you have any questions, me or S3 Roth will be right here waiting for you.
Thanks.
Of course.
This is as much as I can manage.
So yeah, I'd say the longest we go on these vessels is probably about 3 weeks.
Oh, do you want to go down here?
You're welcome.
对，刚才那个就没有感觉。
This is the best kitchen in a boat I ever saw.
All kinds of things.
My foot's.
The big refrigerators and freezers like that.
Yeah, because they need a lot of food.
That's right, 30 people. Start safely. Forward. Una chiquita para cocinar para mí. Tienen mucho refrigerador.
A ver,
This one only goes down to the engine room.
Oh, okay. Where does that one go to?
Everywhere.
Oh.
Depends on which buttons you push. Come see, don't
I
push the
didn't
button.
push a button.
Good.
Okay. Don't touch any buttons.
Come in, Abby.
We also
Yeah,
have
have a,
Lincoln, come back here, please.
No.
you gotta go pee?
All right, let's go.
Bring him down to that bathroom. Yeah. There's just a rope on the back holding it open. Okay. Yeah, yeah. That would be for sure. They're on their insurance.
You haven't left the gates of the D&D property yet.
Exactly.
Makes sense. Okay. Cool. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey. I'll stop with that.
Take care.
It's a great way to get out of Alberta. That's what I did. A little hard when I tried.
Yeah, I know. I've been walking because my buddy just is in signal school.
Yeah. A lot of people.
It's definitely something.
It's a phone. I was in the Air Force before. No. Navy's definitely a way to go. Some of those, yes. He's in the Marine System.
The inner harbor here.
Inner harbor is
So here's the Parliament buildings.
Oh yeah.
Here's the Parliament buildings. There's the Empress Hotel.
Oh yeah. So where do we live?
It's not on this map.
We need a new bulb. That one works. So yeah. So this way they don't turn on, that way they turn on. So if there's someone that falls overboard, we know that they fell overboard. They float. So these float just to mark where they're at.